How did I get started in rod building? I had a friend's dad who built a surf rod, and we learned the basics from that. And in 1999, I started building rods. And the reason for building rods was that I couldn't always get what I wanted in a store. If I found a rod that I particularly liked, it might be discontinued, and I always seemed like I was compromising with something that I got.
I started rod building in 1974, and a friend of mine they called him pier rats. He fished off of a fishing pier, and everybody built their own fishing rods. I said, well, that sounds really cool. So this is when I kind of went over to his house and kind of saw him build one by hand, and I go like, I can do this.
I got into rod building about 35 years ago, so I thought it'd be cool to catch a fish on a fly that I tied, and it was. Well, I said the next step is to build my own fishing rod. That's how I got started in rod building.
We all have that same bond. We all want to pursue catching that big fish and having that perfect rod to catch that big fish on. And they may not be available in your area or from the stores that you buy from. So by being able to build your own rod, you can really accomplish a great deal of satisfaction.
Being an instructor for the mudhole rod building classes is really neat. I've improved my rod building skills quite a bit, and I get an immense amount of pleasure from seeing somebody kind of get it.
Teaching has been really good for me because I've enjoyed being around all the people that I get to meet. And like I said, we have a great common bond of building that perfect rod for ourselves.
The rod building classes have been very interesting because as everyone knows, we go all across the country to do this. I learn every class I go to. Every class I go to, I learn something, which makes me a better rod builder and a better instructor. But I think it's the enthusiasm that these people have for this class, that type of enthusiasm, you can feed off of that. That will help them learn a lot better in the class.
The hands-on experience of having somebody show them how to do it makes it so much easier. So it turned out to not be anywhere near as hard as they thought.
I would recommend the mudhole rod building classes to anybody that wants to get started in rod building, as the class environment puts them in a classroom with people that are having the same issues that they're having trying to get started and stuff. And so they don't feel like they're out of place. They feel like they're getting done at the same time everybody else is. Everything's working out well. And you've got 4 or 5 teachers that are helping you out to get you through that process. And they've got every answer in the book.
I polled all the instructors, how many years they'd been in rod building. And it was 170 years in rod building experience standing in that room. So to have that accessible to you, where you can ask any question whatsoever on any type of fishing rod and learn how to build a fishing rod, that's huge.
I mean, to me, it's going to, elevate the whole fun of fishing to a new level. To be able to catch a fish on a rod that, I built by hand, that's got my name on it, is going to make fishing an even better experience than it already is.